Right.
And another thing, you might get to this, but earlier some guy asked us to debate on Mexico versus Colombia.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing with Colombia. My issue with Colombia, specifically Medellin, is that if you are a single guy looking to date there, it is not the best option at the moment, especially if you're relying on dating apps. Just too many horror stories for my taste. Like, it's if you're doing like sugar dating or other things, then sure, be my guest. And I've even talked about this on my channel. If you go to like Bogota, it's way better than in Medellin or Cartagena. That's where like all the problems happen in those two places. But I love Bogota, but the weather is garbage. So that's why I don't recommend Colombia mainly to single guys. Now, if you're in a relationship that is traditional, then, or if you're dating with alternative methods, then sure, go to Medellin or Cartagena. But if you're doing dating in these places, I would not go to Colombia. It's just a little too risky, in my opinion.
So here's what I say about this. Yeah, those happen. But if you dig into those horror stories, and I've talked about this, 90%, and maybe I'm exaggerating slightly, but not much, 90% are because the guys are doing stupid shit. So you don't meet a girl at a bar, take her home to your apartment, and spend the night with her the first, and you don't even know what the fuck she is. You wake up and your wallet's gone. Well, that's because you're stupid. Don't do stupid shit. So if you don't do stupid shit, it knocks your odds down way down where it's workable, in my view. But I agree that it's an easier dating market in Bogota now than Medellin, even though there are negatives to Bogota in terms of lifestyle. I agree with that part. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I would also agree with that. I have a whole video that says this is how I dated in Colombia and all the precautions I took. But taking all those precautions is why I wouldn't recommend it, because I don't want to take all those precautions.
That's okay. So then that's different. That if you're like, I don't want to take the precautions, then that's a valid argument.
I mean,
I'm careful when I do this stuff, but maybe it's my personality or because I'm old. I'm very careful because I don't want problems. But I don't mind taking precautions. But maybe if I was 22, I'd have a different opinion about this. But
well, like, okay,
all the horror stories I see, I'm like, well, why the fuck did you do that, dude? Everyone I see is even non-dating. Like some guy will go to. I mean, I just saw this a while ago. Some guy goes to Colombia, and he was in, I forget where he was. I want to say it was Bogota, but it was in a very touristy area of a place a lot of people go. And he had his new iPhone out, brand new iPhone. Hey, everybody, I'm at da-da-da-da. And 3 guys came up and hit him over the head and beat him up and took his phone.
Yeah, okay. So
they took my phone. Yes, dumb fuck. You don't pull out your iPhone 16 in certain parts of Colombia. Go, hey, everybody. You don't do that.
That's another issue I have. I want to do that because I want to create content. So that's why I say, okay, I prefer Mexico because I can walk around with my phone out wherever.
You can do that
nothing's going to happen.
Places. You can do that in Colombia in certain areas. Yes, you can.
Maybe certain if you're in like the middle of a farm, but
no.
Okay.
There's certain shit areas you wouldn't do that, but you're right. You have to be in Colombia. You have to be cognizant of where am I? Oh, I better not do this here. And your point is, I don't want to dick with that. I want to just not worry about that. Pull up my phone wherever I want. True, accurate.
Yeah. So
I agree. All right.
That's what I have to say to that comment earlier.
Okay.